Okay, so this exercise is to improve the strength and endurance in our lateral stabilizers, our oblique muscles. Now, normally we do a side plank. However, our shoulders can start getting involved with that, which will limit the amount of tension that's going through our core. So we use a pull-off variation where we're pushing against the wall sub-maximally, but making sure that there's a lot of tension going through our obliques. Feet hip width apart, and we're pushing up against the towel, shoulders pinned back, head in nice and upright position. And we're holding this for anywhere between 20 and 30 seconds. Same level there, shoulders back, maintaining core tension. Just try and stay straight up. Go with his arms out, arms above his head, or you can use it with a weight too. Okay, so you're going to start off plank position, but bring your arms like that. Then I just want you to rotate towards the mirror and actually pivot on your legs into side plank. Yeah, and your arm as well. Back. No, feet are fine. Yeah, good. And rotate to the other side. Okay, so I knew Tim were going to do this well. Normally I pick on someone that isn't going to do it as well. If you do rotational plank again, Tim, the main kind of the common mistake that I'll see is that when we start rotating to the side, that the hips will start traveling to the side. Yeah, and then going back into that side, just going back into side plank position, so going there, that's it. So the end position is great, but the first initial movement, if we go back, is actually a lateral flexion. It's shifting the hips to the side, then up. So the main thing to do here is a coaching cue. If you just stop there, Tim, I'm just going to put my leg into there. I want you to pivot as much as you can, rotate as much as you can into that rotational plank. You feel it more in your core, the side of your core as well. So then it becomes more of an anti-lateral movement. As well as anti-lateral movement as well, because in that side plank position, your hips are just wanting to come down. You get the landmine, stand, your feet hip width apart, and staying onto your heels. You kind of lean half into the bar, with your arms extended, shoulder blades back and down. Rotate to the side, one arm bends, one arm straight. We're rotating that upper body, but we're not flexing laterally. That's what I mean. This is why it goes into anti-lateral flexion. It is a bit anti-rotation as well, but mainly the main thing that we as bodies wanting to do is flex to the side. So on the way down, forceful on the way up. Same rules apply as the cable rotations and the band rotations. So if your hips are going to move, make sure it's purposeful. So we want to try and keep your hips and knees facing forward, your upper body rotating as much as you can. If we are wanting to add a rotation in, make sure the rotation comes all the way through, and then that can add a little bit more speed into your lift. But mainly, I'll just use it for keeping your feet still, separating your upper and lower body. So throws. So we can either go with a hip twist, or we can go keeping his legs stationary. Now remember what the main reason why we're doing core training is to improve the stretch shortening cycle of the core. So when I see people doing wall slams and going there and just throwing it as hard as they can, so that's like concentric force, not challenging the eccentric. So we do a lot of catch and throw techniques. From standing, it's a little bit difficult because we're going with a heavier ball, or if it's a lighter ball, it's going quite fast. So I'd encourage to start there, drop down into it, and then throw. Or we can do catch and throw, so I'll throw it straight back out. Okay, so catching it, rapidly controlling that force, and then going into concentric force. Then we've got some kneeling variations as well. You can do it on one knee, but we mainly do it on two knees, okay? So I'll show you the rotations first. Fire it into there. Other side, before you throw it again. You can see now we've transferred all the work that we've done into this important phase just before we fight to get them explosive actions through the core. So we're controlling that eccentric, fast stretch shortening cycle of the core muscles, and then firing straight back through. I'm not going all the way down, not flexing the hips, not arching my back to try and get as much momentum into the shot. I'm trying to catch it, use rapid rotation, and drive back through. When you coach this, don't be all floaty, okay? Chucking the ball slow. You need to attack it, you need to challenge your athlete. If the ball is coming back faster than they're throwing it, you're not challenging the eccentric portion enough. If they're throwing it rapid and you're throwing it light, then you're not challenging them enough, okay? So get stuck in, throw the ball quite hard, be intense with your coaching, making sure that you're getting some good quality action, okay? In terms of rep ranges, you'd go for around about 10 reps each side on plank rows and everything like that. For timed sets, 20 to 30 seconds on iso holds. Try and work up to a minute if you can, with a very short rest period in between. So you do a core iso hold, you do it for a minute, 15 seconds off, and try and repeat that 5 times. Same with the strength work, and then for explosive work, you'd work around between 5 and 8 reps on each side on that, because obviously we're wanting it nice and fast. And I think that's around about it. How I'd fit into the sessions, I'd do one exercise paired up with a unilateral exercise. So let's say if we're doing a lunge or a single leg Romanian deadlift, something like that, I'd pair that up with a core exercise, like a little bit of a superset. And then I'd do like a little bit of a core superset or a circuit to finish off. That could consist of 2 or 3 different exercises.